Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's not a financial planner, and if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Oh boy, Tesla, new high, 310.30. I think Grandpa mentioned that yesterday and the day before. So yeah, 305, 307, 315. I think we're going to probably see that. We have a buy signal, by the way, in the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, the 30 minute, the 1 hour, and so on, and the 4 hour. So anyway, she's looking good. She's looking good. And hey, I came within 17 cents of getting my opening price at 294 this morning. Jeff texted me. He made a little money on that deal. And I don't know if he went long down there or not. Grandma didn't want to, so we just held out. And that's probably okay. Okay, so what's Grandpa seeing happening here? Well, I could tell you this much. They blinked like crazy at 3:15 yesterday. Day before that, they were blinking 3:05 to 3:07. And I've been singing that we were going to go here. But what I do see up here is we're looking for a new top pivot point. Is 310.30 going to be that number? Our new high of 310.30? I don't think so. I think the way this is looking, they're going to push for the at this point, I think they're going to push for 315. They might not make it, but they might. I got some shorts up there. I'm currently short at 308.75. Hey, I'm actually in the money. I'm anticipating there's two cases I'm anticipating: stagnation over the weekend in the mid 300 range here, 305, 300, somewhere in there, and or I'm anticipating a gap down, and if we get the gap down, then our new top, whatever we end up with up here, will be our new top pivot, I believe. Either 310.30 or 315, or they're currently shorting at 324. 327 now. They were shorting at 320, then 324, and they're currently shorting at 327.25 area. And they're doing about 5,000 shares per minute shorting. So, and we will see that number in the future. We could see it today yet, but I just don't think we're going to go that high. They're also shorting at the same time at 333. 333. They're shorting. So they're shorting at 227 and 333 at the same time. It's pulling us straight up. But they did quite a few shares at that 315. I anticipate that 315 may stop the bus for now, and then they'll go down. On the bottom side, they are earlier they were buying at 287. They're currently buying at 290 and 284 on the bottom side with the blinking. They're buying down there at 290 and 284. So I'm expecting a retracement to 284 area at a minimum. And but what I'm really thinking is that we're going to get down to, depending on how high this thing goes, the 270 area, 270, 273 is where I'm really anticipating a retracement too. There's a possibility, if it really gets wild, that we could see 257 on the way down. I just don't know if they're going to be able to drive it that far. And I'm not going all crazy up here. I just wanted to get a few shares. I've been going back and forth between green and red here with my 308.75 short average, but I'm anticipating, like I say, 315 area to possibly top us out up here in. I just don't know. I figure we're going to run sideways here today for a while once it tops out, but I think we're going to probably see a gap down for Monday, and that's Grandpa's opinion, by the way. But it's based on Grandpa's observation of the blinking and what I've seen him doing in the past days in the blinking. And see, they activated all those shorts in the 305 to 307 area, and when they activate the ones in the 315 area, if they can push it up there, they're going to have a ton of shorts that they're going to want to make a little money on, and they will. And usually when they like to make money, it's a fair amount. But they might run us sideways up here a while, get everybody on the bus going long, that's possible. And before they pull the plug, but they will pull the plug. We're near our top pivot point. 310.30 so far. Are we going to break that? I really think so. I think we're going for, like I say, the 315 area. Oh, Jeff says, good morning. Was feeling so great about $70. He made $70 going short this morning. Because I said it was going to open at 294. Yeah, he only bought a few shares. Did you go long there, Mr. Mom? I tried to talk Grandma into it, but she didn't want to. She didn't want to go long at 253 either, but she did finally go long at 260, 250. But she's up several thousand the other day, and she's pretty happy. So, new high, 310.78 and climbing. We have nothing but buy signals, by the way. We're looking for 315. No, nobody went long. Grandma didn't want to go long. Grandpa didn't go long. I'm short. I went short at 308.75, and I'm going to get more shorts shortly. I'm looking for a new high pivot point. 311.17 is the new high. We're just watching it go up here. This is fun, fun, fun. See, I'll tell you where they're blinking here, where they're shorting up above. Let's see, on the bottom side, they're buying at 292 now, but they'll blow through that like warm butter. 330.30, 330, $330.30. They're shorting like crazy. Could she go that far? Oh yeah, it's possible. 330 areas where they're shorting right now. 330.50. This thing's going straight up. I'm anticipating that 315 will hold us, but I could be wrong. I will tell you this much: if 315 don't hold us, I will be shorting at 330 next. I'm not putting all my gunpowder in, I can tell you that. 330 is a possibility. 315 though, we had a ton of shorts up there, and they're going to want to activate them. But they do have up to 3 days to activate them, and they just did them there yesterday. But on the other hand, remember, Grandpa's been telling you that they've been shorting after hours for 2-3 weeks now at 363. And you're going to see all those numbers, but they will do a retracement at some point here. Tesla is so far oversold, it's almost crazy how oversold it is. So they're currently shorting at 326.50 and 330 at the same time, and they're right around 330. We might get they're shorting at 334, 335 also periodically. The pressure up is so high, it's coming down a little bit. 329, they're starting to short. Should be starting to dip here shortly. We might get a red candle, possible. Now, I don't know if they're going to make it up to the 315 where they did all their shorting yesterday like crazy. They might decide to save those and activate them the next roundup. Who knows? I don't know. Nobody knows. 311.95 is your new high. We have a sell signal in the 1 minute, HEIKIN ASHI candles. I'll show you that here just for the fun of it. Big green candle here, smaller green one, the body of it fits into it, followed by a red candle. Well, that's a sell signal, but this is a green candle. And I've seen this before. This thing can run against a sell signal pretty hard when it gets rocking and rolling. So I don't put a lot of stock in it. 330.5, 330.50 cents. They're shorting. That's we could see 330. I'm telling you right now. But I'm anticipating 315 may stop us. They're also shorting at 326.5 at the same time. On the bottom side, they're currently buying at 293.5 and 287.5. That's what they're doing on the bottom side right now. New high 312.50. She's going for our 315. They break through 315 area, and where'd Grandpa put? Okay, I got one at 314.75. Yeah, I'm front running 315 by a little bit, and I have one at 315. I'm going to move this one up to 315 even. And because it's looking very strong. Buy signals in everything except the 1 minute's got a sell signal, but believe me, we're under a buy signal. 15 minutes got a beautiful buy signal. I'll show you the, I'm on the 1 minute here. I'll show you the 15 minute. Look at that beautiful thing. 313.10 is your new high. The excitement is building. You know, Grandpa, I'm right 9 out of 10 times on my opening price within a few cents. But the problem is it comes in the pre-market. Jeff was lucky he got out of those shorts this morning. I couldn't believe he went short. I sure wouldn't. I just hope he didn't go long either. That's too bad. But we are searching for a new top pivot point, and when we get it, you can just about figure on $50 from wherever we get it. $50 to $60 is what it usually does on the pivot point. And I'm anticipating at least 50 out of this bus. So let's say, all right, let's say we get 315 and we top out in that area. Does anybody know math? What's 50 from 315? Well, what's 60 from 315? I don't know. Does anybody know that? I don't know what that is. Grandpa's not very good with numbers, you know. Okay, they're currently shorting at 331.5. Oh man, they're doing a lot up there. We will see that number in your future. 316.5, of course, is shorting, but that's close to the range. But they are shorting a fair amount there. That's really pulling us up. Yeah, I really believe we're going to see the 315, 317, and possibly here. Yeah, she's looking good. The higher it goes, the farther it'll fall. You know, I'm extremely bullish on Tesla, but we got about 60 to 80, 90 days till Trump gets in and can remove the regulations. The current administration, I believe, is doing all they can to cause trouble for him in the startup here. And Trump can't remove the regulations and permits and make everything better for Tesla. Okay. And so we got a couple months here where Elon's still going to have to fight the regulatory battles that he's been fighting for the last 4 years. And but once Trump gets in, you can look for your $1,000 when you once Tesla can get some of those regulations fixed and where he can get his permits quickly and function his company properly without government interference. New high of 314.20. Then Tesla's, you're looking for 1,000, 2,000 a share, 1,000 within a year for sure. I'm leaning towards 2,000 in 1 year. So when you get your dip down, whether it's 280 or 270 or 257 like Grandpa thinks we might have a chance of, once we get our dip down, I think you might want to hang on to your shares for a while. I think you just might want to hang on to your shares, buy the dip, hang on, because like I say, it's going to goof around back and forth for the next 2 months while the transition is coming in. But once Elon can get that garbage removed, those regulations that have been killing them in SpaceX and Tesla, it's just going to fly. The markets are happy, I can tell you that. They love Trump. And if they don't love Elon, I don't like them. I like Elon. 314.25, 314.39, new high. Heading for 315 area where they blinked all day yesterday. Yeah, just think, 5,000 shares a minute all day long. Basically all day long. Every time there was a green candle, that's what they were doing. Per minute. How much is that money-wise? Anybody got a calculator that can calculate? Grandpa calculates the fair opening price, but Grandpa's not very good with numbers, let's see, 5,000 shares a minute. Well, I don't know, that's a lot of money. Per minute, not per hour, per minute. That's the kind of money that we're dealing with here. They don't even know when we buy and sell shares hardly. Oh, Grandpa's coming up on his 315. Oh boy. Well, Grandpa Phil, you ain't just whistling Dixie. I'm going to move it up. The reason I moved that up from 315 to 315.25 is 99 and 9/10 and 9/10 and 9/10 when it breaks through an even number like 314 or 315. It always goes up another 25 cents before it stops. But I see no indication of this thing stopping. And she is headed, like I say, they're blinking like crazy up at 333 area. Up on the top side, 333 they're shorting, and they're shorting at 318 right now. So Grandpa's next move is going to be, based on my blinking, I'm going to go up to I'm going to take and put some at 317.75 because I'm seeing them very likely going there. I think we might just see 317. You know, if you're crazy enough to go short like Grandpa is, spread them out so that you have a decent average to go down with. That's my opinion. Don't get all nuts in one area or another here. Yeah, they're shorting in the 318.50, 317.50, 318.50 area. 320, man, they're shorting everywhere up here, up above. And of course, on the top side, they're shorting at 333 and a half. This thing ain't done going up. She's not done going up. 314.98 is the new high. They might want to try to make us think that's it, but I don't think so. I think we're headed for I just don't know if 315 is going to hold us, even though they shorted that much there. They don't care. They've got shorts all through this area, all the way up to 363. They front loaded them, and when they're activating them now. And once they get them all activated that they want, and they get enough of you going long, they'll pull the plug on this bus, and you will see somewhere between $50 and $70 drop. That's what we'll see. Okay, so we got a new high at 315.59. You know, Grandpa's been calling this out for a few days. I've been waiting to get up here so I could. You know, it's been a long time ago, but back in the day, I was up here and shorting in the 310 area, and God darn it, it went down to 294 back then. And of course, what Grandpa do? I took my profit. Oh, and it just kept going down. I can't remember how low it went, but it was pretty phenomenal. Yeah, Grandpa always sells early. Uh-oh. I just filled at 217.75. We have a new high of, 317. I just filled at 317.75. New high of 317.99. 318. This thing is flying. Okay, so where are they shorting now? They're shorting. Ho, ho, ho. They're shorting at 343. 343 up above, they're shorting. Grandpa's going to relax. I have a 312 point, I can't see the number, 62, 312.62 average. I'm good with that. So, I will make $50 off this trade. What's 50 away from 310? Anybody know? I don't know. Well, 50 from... I wish Grandpa could figure. Let's see. 50 from 300 would be 250. I think. And yeah, right around 255, 257, 260. somewhere in there. Oh, is this fun or what? New high, 318.88. Oh, 318.88. Hey, that reminds me, our bottom pivot point was 238.88. Our bottom pivot point is 238.88. And it was only a few days ago. Wasn't that long back. Grandpa's having fun today. I'm feeling better. I still got my cough a little bit, but I figure I'll be able to go to church on Sunday, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping. 318.89 new high. Yeah, our bottom pivot point that we went up off of was 338.88. So potentially from pivot point to pivot point, we can go back to 338.88. It has the power to go up here. It has the power to go down. But usually it's right at the overall average on pivot points is usually about $50. A lot of times it's 60. This one here is going to be a bit bigger. And when I get this one calculated in, it's going to be quite a bit bigger because we're already up about $80 from our pivot point. Keep in mind, Tesla is very oversold. Very, very oversold. I won't short anymore unless it gets up in the 330 area. I'll just wait on it now and have a little fun. So, couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. This is a money-making opportunity. 319.44. We have a sell signal in the 1 minute. We have a sell signal in the 1 minute. She's probably going to turn the corner here. There's your 1 minute. There's your sell signal. Oh, man. Yeah, no, 319.44 could be the new high pivot point. So that would bring us down to 370. That's just absolutely what would be perfect. A matter of fact, Grandma's going to be buying at 370 because it's just the way it is. Grandma, she always knows what to do. I'm trying to figure out why Grandma always does so good. And I just can't figure out why she always makes so much money and Grandpa don't. I don't know either. I always sell too soon. Grandma, she's never home. I can't get her over, and she just keeps making more money. Yeah, they're shorting up above at 337 currently, but they've slowed it down a little bit. 336.50, 336.30. They're coming down. Let's see. And down below, they're making points of support at the 297. They're buying at 297. We could run back and forth here between 297 area, 298, and the 310 area for a while. I'm thinking they're going to probably run sideways here and 297 to 310 area for a while. Once they stabilize, we might get a little bit of a range there before they pull the plug. But yeah, once you've got your high pivot point established, and I'm not sure if I'll know until Monday or Tuesday 100% that that's our top pivot point. We have to get a certain amount of break before it will tell me. But once that's our top pivot point, whatever it is, but by then it'll already be down to the 280s or 270 range, most likely. But we can anticipate. We can endeavor to persevere. Remember, trading is reactive, not predictive. Grandpa always says that. We have a sell signal in 1 minute. But we got a buy signal on everything else. Okay. We'll see what happens here. We're looking at the 5 minute. Look at this pretty green stuff. Oh, Grandpa. Yeah, my doctor said I ain't going to live long. And, well, it wasn't long after that, and he was gone. Grandpa's still here. Then another doctor says to Grandpa, I don't think you're going to make it much longer. well, he's still here. He was only in his mid-30s. You know, them doctors, they don't live that long. Most of them don't make it past 45 because they take their own medicine. Grandpa don't take any medicine of any kind for any reason. I do take a baby aspirin every day. Yeah, this is fun. It is fun. She's just bouncing around and having a great time. Is trying to decide. We want this candle to be green. If we want it to go down, that is. Otherwise, we'll have to wait a while. I think we're gonna stagnate back and forth here for a while. That's what I think. If I had any guts, I'd put I'd short some at 318.5. 318.5 is where I would do it if I had any guts. Because I think unless it's going to break it and go to the upside, even if we get a red candle here, that's not a sell signal in the 5 minute. We need a green candle and then a red candle. But we do have a sell in the 1 minute. Okay, I'll tell you where they're blinking. They're still shorting up at 334. They're still shorting up there. And but they can hold them shares 3 days. Traditionally, they're supposed to get rid of them within 3 days, but they can, I believe, get exceptions. Yeah, she's got to be coming down because they're buying down at 296 now. She's inching its way down, but it's slow. It ain't nothing gonna happen too fast here. Yeah, this was fun. Grandpa's been waiting for this to happen. I've been anticipating making my $50. And But you can always expect the unexpected. They could still run this bus right up to 334, 330, 335. And remember, Grandpa's said it for weeks. They've been shorting at 363. Grandpa thinks when we get there that they're going to give us a WICK up to 370. So what we want to know is 319.44 our new top pivot point? I don't know. I think it's a real possibility. They took out all those shorts they did on yesterday at 315, 5,000 shares per minute in the 315 area per minute. And the day before they did the 305 to 307 area, 5,000 shares per minute. Now all those shares, they've activated every one of them, 100%. They're activated now. They've filled them in, and they're going to make money on those shares, a lot of money. These guys like to make a lot of money when they make money. Yeah, I should have had enough guts to buy some more at 318.50, but Grandpa's actually a fairly conservative person. Shorting at 333 up on the top side, it's coming down. 295 is where they're buying on the bottom side, and also 289. But she's dropping down. We're looking for 270. We're looking for 270 is what we're looking for. They shorted or not shorted, they bought a ton of shares in the past 3 days at 270, between 270 and 273. They did a ton of buying, and they did a fair amount of buying at 285. So 284, 285 area also yesterday. So that's really what you're going to see. We may see a bounce off that 284, 285 when they activate those, and or they might just let those buy back. They got to go back down there. They've already got their buys in place that they did, and they'll activate those ones at 285, and then they'll activate all the ones at 270. And so whatever between where they shorted at 315 and predominantly in that 307 area, they'll make all their money on that. So from 315 to 270 be $45 per share, and I could see them pushing it and making a little more off them, but they've got a ton already bought down there in that area. So until then, we're just going to run sideways here and have fun. Grandpa just, hey, don't forget, Grandpa's going to come back around 6 Eastern time. I'm going to mention that what the opening price is going to be for Monday. But this was fun. And let's see. Oh man, I'm only down, not too bad. So, okay. Well, I hope you had fun. Uh, be be fun to see if Jeff went short. I sure hope he didn't go short at 300. He won't make as much if he did. I don't know what anybody did. I know Grandma, she's uptown shopping. Me and Murphy are holding down the fort. I need some coffee. So, yeah, she's looking good. And I'll tell you before I close here where they're shorting up above. 334, we must be getting a green candle. 340, 34.20. That's where they're shorting up above. And they're shorting down below in the 297 area. Yeah, I think we're going to run into 297, 310 area here a little bit, and they'll take you to Jeff is long at 316.74. Long or short? Well, anyway, I don't know what he's doing for sure. I hope he's not long. He'll make too much money. Who knows what it'll do? Okay, 335. He might be right. He's making money now. She's going up. 340, 335 area they're shorting, so she should be giving us green candles. Take your profit there, son. Okay, he's right at even if he went long. Okay, well, good luck, and it'll be fun to see what happened at 6 o'clock tonight. Hey, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does.